Hey, you guys. So I say that men are the gatekeepers of relationship and women are the gatekeepers of sex. Okay. Usually the guy wants sex more than the woman. Men are more likely to pay for porn, pay for prostitutes, pay for OnlyFans, pay for male escorts. And women in general are more interested in having sex in a relationship. Not every woman, not every man, but those are generalities I think we can agree on. Men are usually more DTF, and women are usually the ones to say, hey, are we in a relationship? When are we getting married? And that's just how we're biologically wired. So when I see a man who's not in a relationship, I have questions. What happened to his libido? A man who is not in a relationship either hates women, lacks social skills to be able to attract women, or has no libido. So the video I made the other day was about a man who likes women and likes relationships can easily get one. Unless he lives in a small town and isn't meeting women. I still stand by that. Now, why are so many women choosing to be single, including women like me? There's been a big shift in how in our society over the last few decades with the advent of technology, with the internet age, the digital age, the cyborg age. Throughout history, until a few decades ago, we had very distinct roles where women had very feminine roles of working, but working alongside children, working, and also very distinct roles of the home. And men were using their physicality to secure food. I mean, maybe they were hunting, the women were gathering berries. But then in the agricultural age, the men were the farmers and the women cooked the food for the men. Then in manufacturing age, men were working in the factories and the coal mines. They always had these more physical jobs. Well, now in the technological age, your physicality is not needed. People are getting very fat. They sit in their office all day. The fittest men I see, they're like in their 50s and 60s. They have physical jobs. They're very fit and their cocks work very well, by the way. So all that sedentary lifestyle is not good and makes men very unattractive. So unless they're going to the gym and working out and building their testosterone and their strength, they're not attractive to women. We like men who are, embodied and strong, like physically healthy. A lot of men are not physically healthy, so they've become unattractive. Also, the rise in single moms, which has made men become kind of feminized, I want to say, and men have also lost what they had when they were working in the fields and in the manufacturing, where they had a brotherhood of other men, uncles, grandfathers, fixing the car together, working on the tractor, going hunting, and they've lost that and become kind of feminized and isolated. The digital age has really isolated people. And in the digital age, a man's strength is no longer an advantage. He's now having to compete with the woman, and the women are out earning men. Women in their 20s are out earning men in their 20s. And women also don't need men for sex anymore, for money. Women have commodified their sexuality with OnlyFans. As an example, you also have more independent women who are doing massages with happy endings, being dominatrixes, and so on. Women have commodified their sexuality, and a lot of men are pissed. Like this is a big time of adjustment. So these women are saying, wait a second, why would I want you? Because you're not very masculine, and feminine women like masculine men. So when these men, the few men that have been able to survive in a healthy way in the digital age, they're not that many. They're not that many. They're not that many college educated men. They're more college educated women. So the reason we have so many single people is because women have become superior economically to men. And women do not want to date down. That's why we have so many single people. So these women are saying, I'd rather be alone than date down. That includes me. And men are feeling lost because they lost their brotherhood of men. Guys, listening to this, what you've got to do is join some men's groups. Find a men's group either online or in real life so that you can get back in touch with your masculinity. And also, I think that men and women have to figure out if they hate the opposite sex. But I will say that any guy who's got his shit together and who likes women and likes sex and likes relationships, he will get women easily. I've seen guys in their 70s and 80s, when the wife died, women are swarming around these guys, and these women get very aggressive. These guys can go on Match.com, and within a week, they're off the site. And these women that they're getting, they have their own money, they're well-dressed, they're like these 60s, 70s aged women, they have their friends, their social groups. These guys can get women. So if a guy doesn't have a man is single, to me it means he either doesn't want a relationship or he is incapable of getting one because of a lack of social skills or hatred of women. And that's just, my point. A woman can easily get sex. Any woman can get sex, but a man, to get a relationship, he has to be able to attract a woman. And so that's just, and there are very few men who are attractive enough to get a woman in this age where women really just need a man for companionship and romance. That's another thing that's changed. Throughout history, people got married. Romance was never a thing. It's just a new thing that we've added on in the last maybe 100 years or 200 years, that we want romance. And not everyone's going to have the great romance. We have all these fairy tales about the one and stuff like that. But for me personally, the only reason I would want a relationship is for good sex. And so, sorry, you guys, I am benefiting from the cyborg age. I am benefiting from the cyborg age. And I feel bad for guys who are left out, but I'm always telling guys what they can do. Join some men's groups, get into some martial arts, get into therapy if you hate women. And if you come on my channel and leave negative comments at me, then that just means you hate women. That you need emotional therapy for your emotional self-regulation. I get triggered when I watch videos, but I would never go and put somebody's down whose videos I'm watching and tell them that they're a loser. Like, I would never do that. It's very rude and disrespectful to the host of the channel. A lot of these guys have no self-control. So a lot of you guys have to work on your grammar. I read the comments. A lot of them have poor grammar, improper spelling, lack of capital letters and punctuation, unbridled self-expression, contempt pouring out of these guys. There's a reason these guys are single, So I'm just trying to help you guys out here. And that's all I've got on this video. And thank you for watching.